What's up guys, Bomboy here, and welcome to episode 14 of the Time PVMer. Obviously this week has been a huge week for OSRS. There's been a major update for, for PKers, PVMers and skillers alike, so it's really quite a fantastic all-rounded update. They have kind of thought of everyone, so yeah, it's been a very nice update. I'm going to title this video something that looks very clickbaity, I guess. It isn't clickbaity. I'm filling it with placeholder footage right now because I've only got interesting clips after that. But yeah, this week was a rough one. I went into the Hydra feeling way over prepared, seriously too confident, and with just, a little smidgen of stupidity and a rush. And it all ended up with a massive mistake. So that's what we'll be covering in the rest of this video. I do hope you enjoy, and it's kind of funny, I guess. You may have seen the post on Reddit, and if you did, you see what people thought of that, obviously, as well. But if you're new here, feel free to subscribe. If you did enjoy the videos, of course, and if you did, just give them a thumbs up. It helps a lot, massively helps my videos spread, and obviously that is something that would be very nice. And if you did dislike the video, feel free to give it a thumbs down, let me know why, but please don't thumbs down me for being an idiot and dying. That was, I get that, I've paid my price. So, anyway, we'll get into the rest of the video, and I hope you guys enjoy. Now, I have this easy clue scroll, and normally you don't expect much from easy clue scrolls, obviously, but I opened this one, and what did we get? A Bob's green shirt, a master clue, and a blue skirt G, which is just, that's like mind-bogglingly rare if you ask me. I haven't had an easy clue like that. Sadly, I had to drop the master clue. It required the Zamorak rune helm, which I don't have. The Bob shirt is actually my third individual colour, so I've nearly completed the set, and the skirt is actually the first part of the Wizard G set that I have. So yeah, a very nice clue all in all, but taking up a lot of bank space. It may seem like I'm adding a lot of filler before I get to the kind of title of the video, but I did have these clips kind of left over from just before the update dropped. So there's me getting a random medium clue scroll in Wilderness Slayer, and this is just me finishing off that goal of over 5,000 points that I told you guys about, and I got that at 109 tasks, but I went for the 110th in order to get the 125 or so Slayer points as well on top of that, to mean that I was extra prepared. So yeah, I figured I'd just put that in. There you go, 125 points, and I had a lot of points to spend, and trust me, it's coming in handy now. You'll see why. Here I am, waiting for the update to take place, and I've taken the Thursday and Friday off work because I was so prepared. I've spent a month and a bit preparing for everything. I've got everything. You can see in my inventory, I've got my Dragon Warhammer, I've got hybrid gear. Everyone is expecting this boss to be something relatively intricate, something where you have to use melee and range, or all three styles, or something like that. But the kind of general consensus with these types of monsters is you just take range and melee, kind of similar to the demonic gorillas. And so I had a lot of my very best gear on me here. And yeah, there's the timer. The world goes out, and then we'll soon see. So this is when you teleport to the farming guild a few seconds after being able to get back into the game. And you can just see the melee of people trying to get there. Now, as kind of quotation marks content creator, very small one, very unknown, this is one of my biggest opportunities to make progress, really. If you get an early item, or if you kind of get a guide out really quickly, or that kind of thing. There was even a race as a competition on the Reddit that normally do skill of the week. They were doing kind of a loot of the week competition, I guess, for the first person to get each drop from these bosses. So I was very much in race mode here. This was like, got to be the first, got to be getting in there, getting on with it. And that was probably my biggest mistake. So, along with a second one. But yeah, this is what kind of led to the whole reasoning of like me dying, basically. You'll soon see. But I'll skip this bit. I do get the Hydra task, I'll just tell you that now. Right, so attempt number 1. This was without any information, and I had watched the developer kind of stream the day before, and I had listened to them say the dungeon is very dangerous, you will take constant damage, that kind of thing. I'd heard it. I don't know why I hadn't really taken it on board what it meant, really. I might have missed them specifically saying don't go back to get your stuff without the boots. I think I did miss that, to be honest. So, you know, I was probably killing something on RuneScape and not 100% listening. But this is the first kill, and it was going surprisingly well. I was, you know, in the first kill with the likes of Wooks and that. When they were streaming, we were on the first kill at the very same time. Wooks was about now deciding that actually the Dragon Hunter crossbow kind of sucks. And I was realising that too. But whilst he decided he wasn't going to make the kill, I thought I was close, and I let myself die. So this is the sad moment. You can see I've got my 3 items left in my inventory. You can see I've got 210 GP, which is actually for the Boots of Stone. So I did try to buy them. That was one of the biggest problems. This is why I chanced this. Because when they released this update, they released a shop with like 30 stone boots in them. And obviously there's like 150 plus people per world, I imagine, trying to do this boss and buying those boots. Now, I wasn't smart enough. I didn't take a teleport with me. I didn't try going to a different Slayer Master to get the boots, which I did think of the second time round, which you're about to see here, I think. And at this point, I still haven't worked out that I've just lost my gear. I'm still just trying to get back to that chest so that I can get my gear. So I think you'll have to forgive me, but for the last 2.5 years of old school RuneScape, there hasn't ever been a death chest in a dangerous area. And so it's never crossed my mind to be careful about these things. It's never had to be something I've had to worry about. Maybe if I'd played an Ultimate Ironman, I would have had to come across that, but it was not obvious. So yeah, it's a new era for PVMing in RuneScape. I think Jagex are trying something here. This is the point that I realised that I'd lost my stuff. Because I talked to this guy and I was like, where's my gear? You can see it slowly sinking in. I turned the recorder on and I was like, what's going on here? At first I thought it was a glitch, and it slowly dawned on me what I'd just done. And yeah, I lost it all. And this guy's doing it again right in front of me, but he's bought food. He's a little bit more intelligent. But yeah, this is a dangerous, dangerous area. And for the love of God, do not come back here without the boots or the Elite Diary requirements sorted so that you don't have to wear the boots. Yeah, it was a hard moment just here. This was a horrible realization because the amount of gear that I just lost is unreal in terms of the amount of hours played to get it. So I'm going to jump ahead and then I will show you everything. So here's a moment of truth. If you look carefully, I've lost my Imbued Slayer helm, I've lost the Barrow's gloves, which don't matter. I've lost my fighter torso, my defender, my fire cape, my hasta, my amulet of torture, my amulet of anguish, or my necklace of anguish, the ring of suffering with nearly 1,000 fresh charges in, 1,000 fresh rings, I should say. So 4,000 or 40,000 charges gone, and my twisted buckler. What you can't also tell there is that I've lost a pair of tassets. I did actually have 2 pairs of tassets to start off with. So all in all, that was a heavy 120 mil loss, you know, plus the amount of time that I'll have to spend getting some of these things back, which is the big problem. The bank value is not really an issue, it's the time invested. The time it took me to get those Zenite pieces of jewellery. It took me 1,850 kills of the demonic gorillas to get that complete set in the first place. I didn't want to have to go back, ever. But now I've got to go back and try and get 3 of those. So we're talking a minimum of 900 kills on average to try and get those 3 bits back. So half of what I've done before. Again, the Twisted Buckler, who knows? I could go 1,000 raids without seeing another one. That's horrid. Luckily for the Hasta, I do have 2 spears in my tab, in the next tab along, and I can make one of those into a Hasta. And then, yeah, the Wildy Slayer replaced the rune pouch, luckily, with those like 60 odd emblems that I had. And then the helmet, I sorted that out pretty quickly. Luckily, as I've done quite a lot of Vorkath and got like 13 Vorkath heads in total, I was able to replace the Avaz Assembler immediately. I keep the arrows just for emergencies like this, which, you know, seems like a massive waste of bank space actually. But yeah, so that was an easy replace. And thanks to the fact that I'd been grinding out Wildy Slayer to get all those points for the Hydra update, I do actually have plenty of emblems to get the points for a rune pouch again. Had I have been having to do that retrospectively, that would have been a big pain in the butt. That would have been something, you know, that I really wouldn't have wanted to do. But living without rune pouch is pretty hard. So yeah, I just dumped them all, and we've got lots and lots of points in there. But I've bought a fresh rune pouch, another easy replacement. I'm kind of lucky that I have a playstyle where I kind of go above and beyond what I need. For each time I do something pretty big, I do a little bit extra so that I have plenty of points. That worked out amazingly for the Slayer helm, and I didn't even know I'd done it in this case. So when I turned up to the Nightmare Zone area to get the points, which is 1.25 million in total, I already had about 540,000 points left in the... 840,000 points left in the Nightmare Zone reward shop, which meant I only had to get about 400 to 500,000 just to be safe, and then I could imbue my Slayer helm. So there it is imbued. And then I was wondering whether I had to pay the 1,000 points again to recolor it. And on the run, I decided maybe you don't have to, and whether it was just an unlock. And I used the Vorkath's head on the Slayer helm, and there we go. You wouldn't even know I'd lost it. So I'm very pleased about that. 3 items very quickly and easily kind of recovered. Very good progress. One of the guys in the clan chat mentioned that he got the new Celestros seed, which is the one to grow battle staves, which you need for the elite diaries for the Kebas lowlands. He got it from a birdhouse run, and so I thought I'd try my luck, and obviously there's very little odds of that. You get like maybe 2 to 4 seeds out of these bird runs if you're doing the magic trees like I am. But on the first and only run I did that day, I actually got the Celestros seeds, so I was able to really push towards doing the elite diaries. So I obviously went and planted that, and I'll show you me kind of harvesting it next. I'm not sure if this is done. Maybe I need an axe. The Celestros tree. This is the last step I need, and I was actually really lucky to get the seed from one single birdhouse run that I did yesterday. So let's see if this is actually ready to go. It is. Okay. So, ooh, what did I get? Ooh, I got the boss seed as well from that. Wow. Okay. Well, that was nice. And so, yeah, I just chop it. So these are going to be turned into battle staffs, which is pretty crazy. Let's see how many I get. This is nuts. So I've just completed the diary effectively already. That's fantastic. So the elite's done, and now I have unlimited teleports to the Slayer Master. I'm going to go back to doing the... It's time to claim our easy, medium and hard diary reward. So at this point I hadn't actually finished growing the plant. This was the day before. But yeah, I wanted to use all these lamps on rune crafting because I'm still looking to get 82 rune crafting. And I need to push even further to get my whole kind of diary completion done. It's the only thing holding me back. So I will get on that fairly soon, but I assume after I've got all my Zenites back at this point. So yeah, it's a very useful diary reward. There's some things you really would like. So the elite means that you don't have to wear these special boots to go in the dungeon anymore. I believe the hard one allows you to use a Slayer helm instead of a Shazian helm for the full Shazian gear to kill the Lizardmen Shaman. So that's a huge increase in kind of kills per hour and just how easy those bosses, how easy the Lizardmen Shaman are, and how easy your Dragon Warhammer grind is going to be. Cheeky little Snapdragon seed there. As part of the elite diaries, you have to get your 1 Scotizo kill, and this is the first one I've ever done on any of the accounts. I've been saving up all the totems that I've got through Slayer, and I had 60 at the point of starting this banked. So yeah, I just got the 1 kill count. I still intend to do a massive grind here, but I didn't want to start doing extra clues that I had. So yeah, we just got the 1 kill count, and we'll hold on to that for now. Pretty decent loot, some Onyx bulk tips. Not bad. I promise I'm trying to keep this short, but with so much content, it's just crazy. There's so much to do. There's always a lot going on. I actually recorded some live commentary for this, but I rambled way too hard. So I'm just collecting my elite diary reward here. It makes the whole thing so much easier. Getting to the boss, surviving when you haven't got the boots, that kind of thing. Get my 50k rune crafting XP. Good stuff. And that's it. 5k sorted again. 6 kill count on this account. Not bad for not having a Slayer task, actually. We've got the cape back, thank goodness for that. What's up, guys? So this is the last trip of my Hydra task, basically. This is the very last kill, and I've kind of got it a bit down to a T. So long as I focus and keep counting, which I wasn't there, luckily I tanked the hit. Yeah, so long as I keep counting, I will actually get through taking extremely low damage, if, you know, any at all, basically. There's a bit you're about to see in a second where I opt to take damage just to kind of decrease the hassle. So I'm going to run to this corner here on the mage phase that does the electricity, And so what we'll see here is that when it throws the electric balls, I'm going to just stay in this corner, and this one ball will manage to reach me and the others won't. So that's nice. It makes life a lot easier than trying to sprint around the room and then accidentally luring the alchemical Hydra onto the right colour, you know, so that he gets kind of stronger again. You don't want that. And then yeah, you just kind of keep pulling him around the corners of the room, and then when he changes, you run to just about a little bit past the midpoint, and you see he almost immediately gets his like stats lowered again. And I just pull him over this way, turn my run energy off, and then when he does the flame attack, I just walk around and avoid the flame. Very simple. And then sometimes you obviously manage to skip the whole phase, basically. So we'll see what happens here. Okay, I went a bit too far, so he did the corner one, which is fine. It doesn't matter. So you just walk around a bit here, click him again, keep walking. Easy. I should have changed my attack. Yeah, you see I fluffed it there. Last kill, I'm kind of tired. So you get a burn there. And then when he switches into this head, he changes from the previous attack he was doing, so you can always know that he was going to do the opposite. And then once he's done that, he's going to do a poison hit now. So we'll run over here. Sticks to the same attack that he should have done. And then that's it. It's just a Jad phase, really. Very, very much like Zora. Quite a fun boss, but that's the last kill of the task. 666 tasks in a row. Let's see, please give me a drop. Nope. That's a full task without any uniques. There have been people who got the full ring in 19 kill count, so that's 3 parts of a ring. I've known people in the chat that got pet on 2 kill count, pet on like 7 kill count, pet on 3 kill count. A lot of people have had the leather very quickly, and the claw as well. So I've just got very unlucky and got all the runes and alkaballs and nothing else. So a bit disheartened from that, but as a review of the boss, I quite enjoy it. It's very repetitive. It's, you know, you just keep going around. It makes quite a lot of money. So we're looking at 13 mil in total loot. So that's pretty valuable for a whole task, but it does take about a day or two. So I'm going to round the video off here with the Hespori kill. This isn't all that I've done from this new content, but I'm going to have to save some for next video because we're already nearing 20 minutes and that scares people off anything longer than 10 minutes. So for those of you that do watch, I really appreciate it. It's just there's so much can be done in a week of RuneScape, even when you're only part-time. So yeah, you know, imagine if these streamers actually made videos, they'd be doing crazy long videos all the time. But yeah, the Hespori is very easy. I don't recommend using the twisted bow. He's apparently weak to slash, and he drops a lot of the new kind of anima seeds that you might need. And we got our 1 kill count there. It took us a little while, and then once you harvest him or her, let's see, you get your loot. And I amazingly got my only rare drop this week, which was the bottomless compost bucket, which is extremely useful. It's amazing. I just fill that with all my ultra compost, and it takes up 1 inventory slot, and I just run around. And along with the new tool leprechaun, you can just leave them there along with your magic secateurs in the tool leprechaun. And yeah, you don't need to bring any of the tools with you. You can just turn up at the patch and you're ready to go. It's fantastic. This update is amazing. The farming guild, if you haven't been there, go. It's brilliant. It will change your mind about farming. It is an amazing fun piece of content, and it looks fantastic. But anyway, I do have more clips. I'm going to save them for next week's video. So as always, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will be rebuilding hard over the next week. So unfortunately, I won't be grinding just Hydra. I'm going to be looking for Black Demon tasks as well in order to recover the Zenites. So we'll see what happens over the next week. So thank you very much for watching, guys. If you made it this far, I love you. And yeah, take it easy, have fun, good luck on RuneScape, and I'll see you on there. Peace.